Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I know I'm not on a regular, consistent basis, but whenever I have an idea or something to talk about, I like to share. So, your mindset is everything going through this period because this world, everything in it is just an illusion. It's a dream, and a lot of people are waking up from the dream right now, and they're realizing that when you change your mind and your patterning and your programming, that you can create your own reality. It's always mental before it becomes physical. So when you see something in your mind's eye, it's not going to manifest right away. It takes time. So don't give up on yourself. A lot of people, they want to manifest money or a home or a car or a relationship or whatever it may be. And if it doesn't happen in a month, they discard it. They just don't even try anymore. But your imagination is key. And this is why they've tried to trump our imagination. Our imagination is actually one of our senses. They left that out. Why? Because they don't want us creating our own reality. They want us stuck in the slave mentality where we have to go to work and we have to come home and we have to do this and that and blah, 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 blah. When your mind is clear of all the programming, you are in control of your own thoughts. And trust me, you get millions of thoughts a day. It's a whole process. It's baby steps. It's like you think you're doing really good for a couple weeks. Excuse me. You're not judging anybody. You're using your imagination. You're drawing in what you want. You're raising your frequency. And then all of a sudden, something happens, you spiral back down, right? But it's okay. It's to recognize that you're spiraling back down and then to switch that around and start spiraling back up, okay? When you use your imagination to manifest, like, I don't know if anybody on here has ever watched The Law of Attraction. It's a probably 2.5 hour documentary. It's quite old, but that's what got me in this interested in this whole thing about your mind is a very, very, very powerful tool. It is the computer of the whole system. So you can create, like, has anybody ever heard of the placebo effect? Right? Like 60 people have some kind of disease and they have this pill, miracle pill, and they give it to, half. They give the other half a sugar pill or that has nothing in it, and they don't tell you what one you got, the real one or the fake one. And 9 times out of 10, the people that got the placebo ended up healing, and just as much as the people that got the actual medication. Why? Why is that? It's because your mind can heal your body. But in order to do that, you have to get rid of all the negative thought patterns that, you know, like I used to, probably from when I was like, I want to say like 23, 25-ish, I had severe anxiety. I had generalized anxiety disorder. I had panic attacks. It got so bad that I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. And what I found within myself, and I've talked to several people with fibromyalgia and chronic pain issues, and they don't believe me because, I mean, they have to figure things out for themselves. But for me, it was almost like I turned into a hypochondriac. And like I would get a pain in my shoulder for a few days or whatever, and I'd be like, oh my God, I got lung cancer. Oh my God, I got this. And I would just like start like spiraling out of control into this severe stress, like elevate my cortisol like ridiculous. And it took me a long time to mentally catch those patterns that I had going on in my head for years and years. Like, I'm talking like 25 plus years. I had these programs running where I always thought that something was wrong with me. And I'm not saying that I don't get aches and pains here and there and la di da di da, but like I I rarely ever get an anxiety attack anymore. I went off all my meds, be 7 years. I've done a lot of healing work on myself, and most of the healing work was catching my own thoughts, getting to know myself, right? Why I act the way I act, why I think the way I think, why I do what I do. And the only way that I could figure that out was by monitoring my own thoughts. Like, if in order to have an anxiety attack, there's a thought that has to form first that attaches to an emotion that triggers that anxiety. You can't just have anxiety without a thought. It's impossible. If your mind is blank and in the present moment, there's no possible way you can even get an anxiety attack. It all starts from an emotion, energy in motion. Thought, what were you thinking, right? And a lot of times when we start that panic attack or anxiety, we don't even remember what we were thinking. It's like, I don't know what caused this. People ask you, what's the root? You got to find out the root cause. People said this to me for years and years and years. What's the root cause? What's the root cause? What's the root cause? The root fucking cause was I was living out of alignment with myself. That was the root cause. And I had all kinds of negative loop patterns, round and round and round and round like a record player in my head. And it's tricky. Your mind is so tricky. Like, you will be like, oh, okay, you don't have cancer. Your shoulder pain's not cancer. Blah, 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 blah. Delete. Like, and this is what I do. I'm like, delete. I delete that program, right? Just exit out and then it's done. Clear your mind. Okay? But then a couple weeks later, I would notice that I was like feeding it in a different way, like I was tricking myself and very sneaky. Like, my mind was very, very sneaky at just conjuring something else up until you recognize that, right? And then you'll be good, and then it'll try to trick you and drag you back in again. And it does that. It keeps spiraling and spiraling and keep catching it and catching it and catching it. And then pretty soon, it's just finished with. It's got no straws left to grasp at. There's no energy left there. You've already, like, deleted everything. Try that, because that helped me tremendously, and that is how it's done. Have a great day.